Hello. There's so much to talk about, and I want to start this week reminding you of why you're here. I am not a healer. I'm not a guru. I'm none of these things. I am a coach and a mentor, and I'm here to encourage you to exercise your intuitive muscles. That's where the magic happens. When you do that, you begin the process and the walk and the journey of integrated decision making. And I don't believe one has to go off into a mountain in order to accomplish this. Is that a wonderful thing to do, to go follow a guru up the mountain and sit there for days? Yeah, that's wonderful. Can we all do that? Is it really time in our lives to do that? I'm here to tell you that you can make integrated decisions in your everyday life. I'm here to tell you that mundane and magical interact constantly. We go in and we go out, and that's how intuition works. It's kind of like on and then it's off. Dr. Marcia Emery calls it like a sphere. You know, you kind of go in like a coil of going in and out of accessing that intuitive moment. And she also, and this is what I want to talk about also today, is honor those flashes. Honor that. If something comes up and bubbles to you, even though you're on shaky ground and you're not used to working with some of the exercises that I give you and it feels insecure, whatever bubbles up, I love that, bubbles up. It's something that you observe. No matter how ethereal it comes across, because intuition can be very soft, quiet, fast, and quick. It's like a gossamer. It's like when people talk about gossamer, that real light see-through kind of, isn't that gossamer fabric or whatever, gossamer wings? So think of it, you're trying to capture something that's quite subtle. Of course, there's intuition that just comes in like a sledgehammer and hits you on top, upside the head. And there's really strong intuition too. When you exercise your intuition and you purposely trying to access it, I find it's much more elusive. And I find myself trying too hard. But through practice, I get better and better. Through honoring my intuition, that flash, that seemingly nothingness. Did I really hear that? No. Did I think I heard that? No. When I write it down, that's what works for me. When I take note, some people hate taking actual physical notes. I think that works really well. But when I take note of, okay, that's what that was, and I write it down, that's a whole big, huge part of working with and exercising. We do have obstacles, but at least you're trying, and that is huge. So I really commend you. Now let's get back to what Dr. Marcia Emery says. Honor your flashes. Honor them. So that means if you close your eyes and look at something and you become the observer and you observe something, take note, write that down. I'm going to leave you with a really, really cool exercise from Caroline Myss, M-Y-S-S. You can Google her. And she wrote, she has some exercises for inspiration. She had an article she wrote, I believe in 2013, What You Can Heal in 5 Minutes. At the end of that article, she has some exercises. And here's the first one that I really enjoy and goes along with what we're talking about. So with this exercise, I'm going to want you just close your eyes or keep them open. Remember last week I was bugging you about looking at a geometrical pattern. Right now, observe one. Okay, now close your eyes for a moment and breathe in the truth that everything in your life is in place as an answer to your prayer. Now open your eyes. Live in that thought. Don't look back, just live in it. End of the quote from Caroline Myss. After doing that, have you observed anything? Has anything come up for you that, as an observation through your 5 senses, pictures, symbols, and images. Also the hearing sense and the taste sense. Write that down. And that's it for today. I'll come back throughout the week because we're going to the next step of working with our intuition, taking these moments of exercise. Thanks, guys.